Good morning. This is JC, and I want to start out by doing probably more than one uh, piece on the apartheid in Nazi Germany and the Holocaust. I want you to realize how intricately woven these things were, okay? And up until the end of apartheid, they still were. And the reason I'm doing this is because we have Elon Musk trying to take over the Treasury of the United States, giving Nazi salutes, and having come out of South Africa, the country whose main political system up until I think it was the 90s was apartheid. So I want to read to you a little bit here, and it's from the Indiana University Press. Jews and the Radical State, Legacies of the Holocaust and Apartheid, South Africa, 1945 to 1960, is the title of the article, and it was written by Shirley Gilbert. And it's on the Jewish Studies section. This particular article is part of the nonprofit service from Indiana University that helps scholars and researchers and students discover and use and build upon a wide range of technologies. So it's got a an address on the internet here where you can look up the terms, but it's basically free. So here we go. Jews and the Radical State, Legacies of the Holocaust in Apartheid, South Africa, 1945 to 1960, Shirley Gilbert. I'm just going to read through the abstract, and I'm going to stop for this section. I'm going to call it Part 1. It said this article is part of a larger study exploring how the Holocaust shaped responses to apartheid in South Africa. A weighty question given that country's identity as the quintessential racial state after 1945. During the apartheid years, 1948 to 1994, there you go, 1994, memory of the Holocaust was regularly invoked by South Africans of diverse backgrounds and political motivations, where some saw obvious parallels, however, others drew starkly different conclusions. The article focuses on the period from the war years until 1960, a formative phase during which South Africans adapted to the new regime and memory narratives began to be fashioned. Shifting patterns of discourse revealed on one end of the spectrum and a gradual rapprochement between Afrikaners and Jews based in part on a willful amnesia about the Nazi period. So they tried to hide the Nazi influence. And on the other end, an anti-racist movement beginning to identify itself as the most important moral battle in the world since the defeat of Nazism. Okay, so that's basically the first part of this. And right now, I'm 3 minutes in, so I'm going to stop there, and then part 2 will begin with this abstract, below the abstract. So this is JC, St. Louis's oldest living hippie, saying, Pox